Do you know someone who needs help as a result of this coronavirus crisis? Financial help. Maybe it's a child, maybe it's a loved one, maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a friend who lost their job. Maybe you belong to a church group and you're reaching out and trying to help people who have lost their job. Maybe someone in your church group is a mechanic and they closed down their shop, and his wife cleans rooms in a hotel, and she's out of work, and so they've both been laid off or furloughed, and your church group's trying to help them. Well, we have a government program. I've done 2 videos on them. One is basically about unemployment insurance, and the other one is about helping employers. The problem with all that is the people who need to know about it don't know about it. They aren't connected in the circles that are talking about how to help people with financial needs. Or maybe even they're too proud to think of applying for relief or for some form of unemployment insurance. Or maybe they believe that if they do that, that'll put a red flag on them, and they'll be audited on their IRS, or maybe they'll be deported out of the country. I don't know. But there are people who need help, and there's help out there. So what we need to do is ask the question, how can we help these people? How can we reach out and help them? It's been brought to my attention in my family. I have a granddaughter who's in college, and they closed down the college. Well, she had a job on that college, and it helped her pay for her needs. Well, she's now unemployed. What the reality is, she could get help, but she doesn't know how to go about it. So her father and I have helped her. And that's what we need to do as citizens, is figure out how we can help the people who are in need, because this is just starting. It's not going to end anytime soon. The government has created 2 programs under their CARES, C-A-R-E-S, stimulus program. One of them is unemployment. It will pay people up to $600 a week for 39 weeks. Well, think about that. What if you've got a husband and a wife and a student? Maybe the student cleans tables and busses tables or waits tables on weekends and really only makes $40, $50, $100 a week. That doesn't matter. They are still eligible, both husband, wife, and child, to apply for this relief program. Do you think most people think of that? No. So we need to help them. We're educated. We inform ourselves. You're watching this video. Think about this, that if 2,000 of you see this video, and then you take and you share the other videos that I did, the ones that explain how to apply for the programs, that gives them a connection to where they can get my analysis and of interpretation of the program, that's all highlighted in yellow, so they know the answers that they need to give and where they need to go to get this relief. Let's talk specifically about the unemployment relief. They need to go to their Department of Labor, the State Department of Labor. I live in Alabama, so we call it the Alabama State Department of Labor. You find there an application, you fill it out. You don't have to call anybody. Don't bother to call anybody. They aren't going to answer the phones. They're inundated. It was said today, in the last week, 2 weeks ago, the unemployment applications were at 3 million. That's the highest they've been in history. Today, they were 6.2 million. They will continue to go up. So don't call these people. Fill out the applications. Now you may say, yeah, but my people are gig employees. They work for Uber or Lyft, or they're real estate agents like me, or they they are sole proprietors or they're 1099 workers. They may not apply for or may not qualify for the state unemployment because their employer hasn't been paying into it, but they will qualify for the federal unemployment, and that's $600 per week per person. That works out to be $23,400. Now let's assume that you've got a husband, a wife, and a child. That's going to amount to what, $1,800 a week. For 39 weeks, that's $70,200. Could your church group raise, let's say that your church group has 20 people that fall into that category of husband, wife, and one child. Could you raise $70,000 for three people and 20 families through your church? No, you couldn't do it. You couldn't raise that kind of money, but it's available. So what we have to do, and I want to call this the Best of Us, Best of US program. Put a label on it. Let's make it the Best of Us, Best of US help program. And put this out. What I want you to do is copy the URLs from the 2 videos that I did. And then I want you to go to your Facebook page. And I want you to put that URL in your whatever you have to say. Type that URL in there. Once you do that, that will pop up. Those videos will pop up. Do them on 2 separate entries. Those videos will pop up. And then you write something like, I want to help you. If you know someone who needs help, have them watch this video. Have them send and get the information so that they can apply for this help. It tingles my spine to think of the power that we could have if we did this. If I get 2,000 of you to do this, and you connect with 10 people apiece, and that now goes to 200,000, and those connect with 10 people apiece, we're up to 2 million people that we're helping. We'll drain this program just with the Best of Us, Best of US help program. So this is our opportunity. This is an opportunity that never comes. The government wants to put money in people's hands. After you do the first one on the unemployment, do the second one. Type the second URL. If you own a small business and you need to keep your employees paid and their health insurance, apply to this program. I'll tell you right up front that the Small Business Administration is overwhelmed. But what you need to know is once you get submitted, if you can show for unemployment or as a small business that this started on March the 15th, they'll go back. So when I get my check, I am expecting not a check for $600. I think they'll go back to when I first had no income on the 15th of March and pay me probably 5 weeks. So I have $3,000 coming in. Now I got a comment on when I first did this. Kerry, you make enough money. Why are you trying to game the system? They didn't say game the system, but why are you doing this? Because I'm going to put that money back into the economy. I'm writing a book. I have an editor. I sent him a check for $600 so that he would edit the book. I'm going to send him 2 more checks for $600. His name is Matthew. He's in West Virginia. He is a freelance employee. He would qualify if I didn't pay him. I have Juan in San Diego who built the website where I want you to go to get your people to sign up and get the information, bestofusinvestors.com. I paid him $200 to make that website. So I'm spending the money. If you qualify, Get it and spend it. This is what they're trying to do to stimulate our economy. I'll give you another little hint of what they're trying to do. It's going to pay for 39 weeks. Go to a calendar, count out 39 weeks, and see when it's going to end. It's going to end the 3rd week in November. Well, guess what's happening on the 2nd week of November? The 2nd Tuesday of November. We have a presidential election. We have a Congress election. These people want to help you. They also want your vote, but that's another story. So let's think about the people who need help and how we can help them and how our government is enabling you and I to help them with the Best of Us, the Best of US help program. So, copy the URLs, distribute them. Let's make this go viral.